Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Expeditions Viking. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Gunnar again. And then we've got quite a few quests that we can undertake. I will probably start with the Old Debts one, because that's fairly close. I think the Tomb Raider one will be what I want to work on. Well, Old Debts and the Longship. And then Tomb Raider after that, I think. Go ahead and leave. That's still really weird.
I heard you're leaving. I want to join you.
Oh, well, why do you wish to join? The Witch's Apprentice accosts you outside your longhouse. I don't know that would be a cost. She scratches her wrist. Do I really need a reason? No, but if you have one, I want to hear it. She scratches her wrist. It's just time to leave, you know? I owe a lot to old Hulda, but I've learned all I can from her, and I still don't know enough. I hear it's a big world out there. I don't think that I mean, she's a witch's apprentice. It's pretty obvious that she'll be able to contribute. I'm not even going to go for that one. Sure, I'll be glad to have you on board. She smiles, and it's a proper smile for once, showing teeth and everything. Thank you. I'll find someone to take care of Hulda while we're gone. I don't envy that person. Roskva has joined your herd. Is she actually in, oops. She is in the group right now. She has 5 skill points that she can use. She is skilled with the knife and skilled with the sling. Right now she has Puffball. Launches mushroom that explodes into a cloud of dust spores that covers the target, hex, and all adjacent hexes for 1 turn, treating them as full cover for the purposes of ranged attack. What is this? It's governed by perception? It's kind of unfortunate. She has very high sense. Not sure what that's going to help her with. Well, it says it's fundamental to witches, so. If we get her up to rank 3, Scattershot, any character within a 2-hex arc at a 6-hex distance or less have a 75% chance to become harried, 50% chance to be blinded, and 25% chance to be concussed. I guess it's okay. And then rank 5 would be Grenade, launches a bladder which spreads oil across the target hex and all adjacent hexes. Any occupying characters get the status effect Flammable. Burning will last twice as long. Okay. And Knife. Not a big fan of knives, but are these also that's governed by Finesse. Okay. And bows are perception as well. Okay. Alright. Well, I guess it's okay. Let's see what other skills she has. Interrupt, free for all characters. Witchcraft, 3 of 5. Governed by sense, converts herbs into medicine and grants debuff abilities for combat. My hated Demoralize. Now I can use it. Poison. The target gets the status effect of Venomous. Attacks apply poisoned on hit. And converts 1 herbs into medicine. Alright. Dust. Blows dust into the face of anyone occupying the 3 front-facing hexes, which inflicts Drugged, Finesse -2, and Perception -2. It could be good, although, again, you have to be really close. And I feel that, if someone is that close to her already, there's probably a bad thing. Talon, 50% chance to inflict status effect, 25% chance to inflict status effect, and 25% chance to inflict status effect 2. Or status effect 1, status effect 2. I think I'm going to need to reload my game. Target gets the status effect Hypnotized. Yeah, like uninstall and reinstall. Tactical move. Does everyone have tactical move? Yeah. Okay. And 2 ranks of healing. I have 1 rank of healing. Need to get more of that. Cooking. Of 1 rank. Preserving of 2 ranks. And a low profile. That's pretty good. Evade. 5% points range damage reduction. That's pretty good, too. Okay. She has 5 skill points available to her. Unfortunately, she came in after, you know, we got a whole bunch of skill points. But, yes, we now have our dedicated healer. It's pretty good. I like Roska. Alright, let's go up and talk to Gunnar. Gunnar is still where you left him. Hog is curiously sniffing his pants. Good to see you again. Have you decided what to do with me? I have an offer for you. I want you to join my herd. You're free to leave. I don't care where you go, but you better get out of my town. You attacked my people. If you thought I would let you live, you're unbearably naive. Unbearably... because of his beard. No. I have an offer for you. I want you to join my herd. I accept! I didn't expect this to be so easy. Then you may now consider yourself a resident of Skjern. Ha! Why would I reject such an offer? You showed remarkable prowess in defeating my men. I would love to fight by your side. Kettle cuts Gunnar's ropes from a good 100 feet away. We'll find you a place to stay. For now, we can at least get you out of this big pen. The Ulfadin stretches, squeezes his wrists to get the blood flowing again, then puts out a huge hand to seal the deal. I swear before Odin to follow you wherever you ask and serve you with my life. Excellent. Gunnar has joined your herd. Your reputation with clansmen has decreased by -5. Clansmen only consider me loved. Oh, no. Boo. Oh, no, clansmen, why? Why? Oh, just because I, you know, hired a guy who murdered people and stuff. What makes those raiders think they can just come down here and kill us all? Kill us? Probably the fact that they're raiders. Kind of what raiders do. Hello. Hi, Luxail. Is there anything I can do for you? How goes the hunt these days? Deer is scarcer than usual on account of the wolves, but on the other hand, I can't loose an arrow without hitting a grouse this season, so I'm not complaining. Things will get more difficult in the spring when Kettle leaves with you. We'll have to work a little harder, Ljótur and I. Is there anything I can do to make it easier? Have you talked to your uncle about the wolves? I think he was planning to do something about them. If the wolves were gone and the deer came back, that would put us in a good spot. I'd like you to join me on my expedition. Sigurdur shifts her weight uneasily. Would you now? You're gonna say no. Elmendreda, I am honored by your offer. What do you think I am? British or so? No, I'm just kidding. But I won't make the same mistake my mother did. She thought she could be a shield maiden and still have a family, but she was wrong. A woman must choose. I've made my decision. I haven't told anyone else this, but Ljótur and I are trying for a child. I have been for some time now. I'm staying home to build a family. I've been thinking about getting some construction started. That's a good idea. We've evidently been sitting on our hands for too long if people like Skúl think they can bring us down with petty sneak attacks. I think it's time you decide what to do about the space in front of the longhouse. Ljótur and I would love to have a decent market close to home where we can sell our pelts and meats. On the other hand, it's been sort of useful as a meeting place in the past. Perhaps it could be turned into a landsmoot of our own. It would certainly send a good signal to the outlying families. Who else should I talk to about improving the village? Thorfinn would be the most important voice to hear in this matter, I'd say. I'm sure he has some ideas. Other than that, perhaps you should ask old Hulda what she thinks. That old bog out there could be put to better use. Well, I'll let you know if anything comes up. Alright, let's head into some of the houses now. See what goodies we can loot from our own village. It's totally... I'm the thegn. Everything is rightfully mine, right? I don't know why you're looking at me that way, everyone in the village. Hide armor. I'll take that. That is empty. For a hunter's meal, the stew looks and smells surprisingly unappetizing. Clearly all the good meat is sold to others. Well, that's too bad. Empty. A layer of pine tar from the kiln outside still covers the inside of this barrel. The altar makes the tar to sell to the neighboring villages. But what if I want the tar? I gain 6 hides from my hunter. Empty. Ooh, herbs, poison, and tar. Empty. String and a pole. String and rations. Kettle sometimes sleeps in your longhouse when Sigurdur and Jotr need some private time. And cloth. Alright, let's see. Where else can we go into? Or who else can we talk to? Or things of that nature. Ah, there we go. Let's head up here. I think we'll go talk to Hulda after this as well. Naevia's mother, Bjorgdis, comes out from the bedroom when she hears the door open. She looks tired. Oh, Elmendreda, did Naevia ask you to come? I just wanted to see how you and Eifura are doing. That's very kind of you. Eifura is a little better today, I think, but she's still very sick. With all the trouble we've had lately, nobody has had time to go out and get more medicine for her. What sickness ails your daughter? A terrible deep cough. A slight but constant fever. My poor girl has been bedridden for weeks. Is there nothing Hulda can do? She does her best when her mind is with her. Hulda is wise, but she is limited by her age. Do you want me to take a look at her? She doesn't sound hopeful, exactly. You could try, of course. I know you have experience with medicine, but this is nothing as straightforward as a wound. Well, where do you normally get her medicine? The Gidya in... I guess it's, Ribe? In Ribe knows how to treat her disease. We've tried a concoction made by her before, and it seemed to help. She buries her face in her hands. Her voice breaks up. I don't know. I just don't know anymore. I'm headed to Ribe soon. I'll bring back some medicine for Eifura. There's a smile in her voice that her face is too tired to show. We would be in your debt if you can manage it. Of course we can. New goal. Seek out the Gidya in the cult house in Ribe. Let's go ahead and talk to Eifura. Hey, she's a portrait now, and it does look very much like Naevia. Eifura is buried under several layers of pelts. She rolls over to face you and sits up groggily when she sees who you are. She manages a rather pale smile. Oh, hey, Elmendreda. Are you here to check up on me? That's sweet of you. How are you feeling? As if on cue, Eifura breaks into a raw, painful cough. It takes her more than a minute to recover. I've been better, but I'm still alive. Naevia's voice is soft and full of concern. You better stay that way, little rabbit. I'll be very angry with you otherwise. Eifura gives off a weird cough giggle. Are you trying to terrify me into getting well? Come here, you. At least it's not contagious. Naevia sits carefully on the edge of her sister's bed and holds her hand. Mind if I take a closer look at you? Eifura gives you a curious look. Sure, go ahead. You rest the back of your hand on her forehead, feeling her fever against your skin. It's not the worst fever you've ever felt, but if it's lasted for several weeks, it's no small wonder she's so tired. With your ear against her chest, you can hear her rattle when she draws breath, undoubtedly some infection of the lungs. I've promised your mother I'll get you some medicine. Naevia's voice is soft and mild. It sounds like she's dozing off. That's very kind of you. I know she'd go herself, but she's no one else to look after me. Yeah, Mom needs to stay here and take care of you. We'll handle it. You should get some sleep. Oh, apparently just talking to Naevia. Talk to Naevia. Well, let's... Oh, nope. I don't want to steal. Let's not steal. Not with my my one finesse. Naevia and Naevia share a bed. A pile of Naevia's equipment is stashed under the same frame like a shameful secret. Bjorgdis is regarded as the best weaver in town. This loom has dressed half the clan. Alright, well, let's go ahead and leave. It's still really weird, the sounds. Alright, so we couldn't borrow anything from them. That's fine. We'll go talk to Thorfinn in a minute. Do we have any other buildings that we can go into? No. Alright, let's go talk to Thorfinn. Come on, everyone. Come on down. Thorfinn is in his shop, teaching one of the boys of the village the proper use of an adze. They appear to be working on an oar. As you enter the workshop, he holds up a hand in greeting. It's still a fantastic portrait. It really is. It's one of my favorite in the game. Good work, kid. Just keep at it like that until this side is done. I have to talk to the thegn, but I'll be right back. He stretches his back and comes over to shake your hand with a wide smile. I believe I have you and your friends to thank for returning my wife's jewelry. What can I do to repay this debt of gratitude? What are you working on? I have a lot of work now fixing and replacing all the things that were broken or stolen in the raid. Right now I'm showing little Megan Bjorn how to make a new oar for his father after the old man broke it across the back of a raider. Did we suffer a lot of damage? It seems like those bastards managed to start a lot of fires and kick in quite a lot of doors. Kveldolfer is working on some replacement locks, so I'll be busy installing new doors when he's done. I'm sure you're not just here to check up on the repair work, though, are you? I'm mounting an expedition, and I need a new longship. He claps his hands together and flashes you a wide grin. Oh, my dear woman, I have been waiting for you to come to me with this task since your father's ship went with him into the afterlife. My master built that ship when I was just a young boy. I always dreamt of completing such a project myself. That was a glorious vessel in its day, fast and durable. But I think I can build on that design and surpass my old master. What type of ship will you make? It'll be a Snekja like your father's ship. A thin warship with a shallow keel. I'll put in 24 rows, 24 rowing benches, so there's room for both your herd and some thralls. Let's see. I mean, we might do some raiding. I don't know. But, let's see what he says. I will not be a raider. My ship must be a trade vessel. Thorfinn smiles. Very good. I'll make sure to leave plenty of room for cargo. Well, I mean, we'd want a lot of cargo anyway, right? Cargo room, even if we were a raider? Of course, it will still need to be built as a warship. The position of our village gives us certain obligations, as I'm sure you're well aware. What do you need? Well, timber first and foremost. You'll need to choose a tree that I will use to form the keel, the stem, and the hull. A nearby forest has several grand old trees that would each make for a fine ship. If you want me to undertake this project, I will meet you in the forest and help you choose a suitable tree. If I start immediately, I should be able to have your ship ready by the late spring. What kind of wood are you looking for? The carpenter strokes his beard. Let's see. Oak is the most common. It's heavy and durable timber that will make for an intimidating vessel. Elm is a little lighter and more flexible. Could be used to make a slightly broader ship to haul a lot of cargo. Or perhaps spruce would be a good choice. It's a lighter material that would produce a fast ship. I will pick particular types of lumber for the different parts of the ship to ensure that every component is made with the best possible wood, but the principal material will have a great influence on the qualities of the finished vessel. Is there anything else? We'll need sails sewn. I'll ask thegn and her girls what they can do. I'll need some new tools. My master's tool set is worn by age and shamefully outdated. Thorfinn's attention seems to slip off into the distance. Her husband, Kveldorfer, should be happy to help me with that. I'll need to produce a steering oar, some sort of anchor. He notices your apprehensive look at his growing list of errands. Oh, this is nothing you need to worry about. I'll make all the arrangements. This all sounds good. I can't wait to see what you can do. This had better be a magnificent ship. A magnificent ship. I want to make an impression on our neighbors. Now, I like this first option. Meet me in the forest near your uncle's house when you have time, and we'll pick out some timber and get started. Okay. So, pick it... Oh. Hi, Sigurdur. Sigurdur walks up to you at a brisk pace and stops abruptly at a respectful distance. Helmandred, I found something you may need to deal with. Oh, what's going on? As she spends most of her days roaming the countryside, Sigurdur tends to know what's happening in your lands better than anyone else. I've come across a group of travelers camping out in the forest. I can't tell if they're armed, so I thought I'd better stay clear for now. How many are there? I saw 4 in the camp, but there was too much baggage for just the 4 of them. I think they must be 6 or 7. What colors do they wear? All sorts. Nothing that identifies them as a fighting unit. We ought to deal with this at once. Sigurdur lets out a shallow breath she seems to have held for a while, which condenses in the cold into a wispy cloud between you. Ljotr and I will keep an eye on them until you get there. Sigurdur checks the knife in her belt as she turns on the spot and strides away towards the forest. Okay, well, so it looks like we've got a couple quests. Find at least 3 different trees in Scaran Forest. Find all usable trees in Scaran Forest as an optional goal. And unwanted guests. Find the forest camp and decide how to deal with the travelers. Alright, Sigurdur is back up there. We can talk to Thorfinn again. Let's go down and talk to Hulda. Now there's thegn. There we go. As we slowly wait for everyone to get down here. I guess we can follow us.
Hello, Sal, my dear. Yours is a face I don't see too often. Do you need old Hulda's help?
How are you doing today?
Oh, my old bones miss the summer, but I get by. How very nice of you to ask, sweetheart.
We'll hold off on that one for now. Is there anything you need done around the place?
Let's see. We used to grow all sorts of herbs around here. The wet earth was perfect for it. So much for a plant to live on. But nowadays the herbs are gone, and Roskva has to go far into the forest in search of the right plants.
I enjoy it, to be honest. Gathering herbs. I like the silence.
I know you do, sweetie, but it takes so long. It would be easier if we could grow our own herbs again. Of course, there is another option. Instead of focusing on matters of the health, we might cater to matters of the spirit.
The gods like sacrifice. Those who pay tribute to the spirits and the gods are favored in battle.
You might offer the gods more sacrifices out here in the bog. Oxen, horses, people, perhaps in due time. The spirits congregate in this place, and they will appreciate such offerings. Be certain of that.
If you're short on herbs right now, perhaps we could gather some.
What's that? Is the thegn herself offering to go foraging for me? Things sure have changed since your father was in charge. If you're serious, you can pluck some flowers for me from around the village. I'll use them to make you something special for your trouble.
Let's see. 3 flowers. And I already have them.
I'm short on 3 different plants, all flowers that bloom year-round. One grows on the beach, one grows near the graves, and the third is usually found near animals.
I've already picked some of those flowers. The old witch cackles like an old door in need of grease.
Let me see, those are the ones. Now, why would you go around picking flowers off the graves unbidden, Oh, never mind.
I have the beach flowers.
Very good. That is a rugged little thing. It takes real grit to grow in that salty sand.
Here are the flowers from the grave.
Yes, it's good to remember that death always begets new life.
And give her the flowers from the animal pen. Are these the flowers you said grow near animals? Perfect. Clansmen, consider you idolized. Yay!
Perfect. This is a pretty little flower, don't you think? Not the kind of thing you'd expect to grow out of a pile of dung.
And 3 skill points received. Nice.
Here, take this flask, as promised. This drink will wake you right up if you're feeling sluggish. Just don't overdo it.
I expect I'll be heading into trouble soon. Can you give me a remedy against wounds?
I would suggest if you expect to get wounded where you're going, just don't go. Ah, but I know there's no stopping you young women when your mind is made up. All right, I'll see what I have.
The old witch disappears briefly into her burrow. When she she's a hobbit! When she emerges again, she's holding 2 small corked jars.
Try these, my dear. They'll numb you up, keep you on your feet until you're safe enough to get some real treatment.
I'll swing by once in a while. Wilted flowers finished. Excellent. Alright, so we've got unwanted guests as well. We've got numbing tinctures. And sleep near tonic, a mysterious tincture that fills the user with vigor, allowing them to move faster for 3 turns. Restores 30 to 40 hit points at the end of every turn for 3 turns, but slows the user by 2 moves while the effect lasts. I think that's pretty good. We'll give Naevia the sleep near tonic. Let's see. Plus 15%, plus 9. We'll give it to Gunnar. I'm sure we'll get some more soon. Oh, she is Roskva's talisman. Plus 1 morale. Roskva has carried this foxbone talisman as long as she remembers. Hulda always claimed it was made by Roskva's father. That's the first talisman that we've seen. Okay. Well, it is about time to end the episode. When we return, we'll go talk to the kids, maybe do some training, and we'll talk to Idis. We should be able to go into her house. Yeah. So, that will be when we return. See you next time, everyone.